I drove 8 hours today to pick up my dream boat. We spent 7 hours in the car today picking up one of my favorite boats of all time. This is the Glastron CV16. I'm pretty excited to take it out for the first time. I'm going to work on cleaning it, going through the whole thing, making sure the motor runs, making sure everything works, re-registering it, and then we will take this out for the first maiden voyage. Extremely excited about this one. This was worth the 6 to 7 hour ride that we took today. Trailer is in excellent condition. I'm hoping this boat stays in the family for a long time. My dad compared this to a vintage Corvette of boats. That's what he said this looks like, and I agree. I think this is such a cool looking boat. This is one of my favorite design boats that I've ever seen, especially from Glastron. So extremely excited about this one. Let's start working on it. Let's clean it up. I don't think it needs much to go. I do want to put a jack plate on to see what difference in power we get. And then from there, we'll take her on a top speed run. We'll take her on the lake. We'll enjoy it. Awesome boat. You like the boat? What do you think? Does it look like the Corvette of vintage boats or what?
No.
You don't like it?
It's something.
She likes it.
I like that it's shiny and sparkly.
It's got the original... This is like the original factory Glastron paint. This is the same paint that the other Glastron we had? That was underneath that paint that the guy had.
This is the same boat?
No. This is a CV16, the other one was a CVX16. Very similar but different.
No cameras, please.
The paparazzi follows her around too often. No, it is a pretty cool gel coat though. Look at that.
I'll send you a bill.
What do you think?
It's actually not that bad.
It's like really clean.
Yeah.
The only negative is the seats, the cushions. They got like, I guess, cracking from age.
How old is it?
Guess the year. Take a guess. The other one was a 78, so to give you a reference. It's a little older.
1970.
It's a 74. Yeah. But it looks 10 times better than the other one.
I like the other one too. Like.
You like the other one?
No.
You didn't even want to go on the other one.
Like, I feel the same way.
Really?
That one.
Really? I'm a little surprised.
We're not keeping it.
This one's staying in the family, I think. We'll see if the people watching wants to see this on the lake and stay in the family.
No, we're not using it.
Oh, hell yeah, we're using it?
No.
What do you think we're going to do with it? It's a boat. We're using it. So anyway, there it is. Let's get into it. Time to dig in. All right, what's up, fellas? As you know, we picked up my dream boat yesterday. I haven't really got a chance to do anything to it just because we didn't have time yesterday. So I put the cover on because it rained a little bit this morning. I'm gonna dig in a little bit today. So backstory on this boat, it was owned by a guy who works for, he was the president of Glastron boats. He had it for about 20 years, sold it to the person that I got it from. He had it for about 3 or 4 years and took really good care of it. It's in great shape on the interior, I'll show you that. And said he fogged it last year and hasn't had a chance to take it out yet this year. So I think it's a good running motor. I never took the cowling off. I trusted the guy. I have a Mariner 135 that I was going to throw on this, but this 115 looks super clean. So I think we're going to try to get it running with the 115. We'll take it out with the 115, see how it performs. Maybe throw a jack plate on with this setup, see how it does. And if it goes into 50s, 60s, I'd be happy with that. I don't think I need the 135. This boat is all original transom, original floors, everything's original. So if I don't have to switch anything out, I'm gonna leave it all. But like I said, I'm a need for speed right now. So this is one of my dream boats as a kid. So if I can get this boat to do 60 miles an hour, that would be fantastic. I want it to be quick out of the hole and at least go a little bit faster. So let's just take a look. Worst case, it hits 40s, maybe below 50s, and I'm happy with it. So I'll take the cover off, stay for the ride. Let's get it running today. The battery's charged up. He kept it in the tender, got it all ready for me. He said, hook it up to the hose and you should have a good running motor. So let's do just that. All right, so I said I was gonna pump this into a tank, but I'm looking at this filter, and yes, the filter looks a little dirty. I think that's just the coating of the filter itself, like the housing, just from sitting in gas. It actually looks pretty clear. Like there is some dirt and stuff in there, but this filter is gonna catch it. So let's just hook it up. Let's see how it runs. If it runs like crap, I'll call this the suspect or the tank. That's where the fuel pumps are good. I think there's 2 fuel pumps. This is probably the exact same setup that I put on the slick craft. Yep. Let's pop these covers off real quick. Oh my God, this motor is clean. Holy crap. I don't know if you guys are seeing this. Look at how clean this thing is. Oh my God. Really? Dude, this thing is mint. They must have had an issue with the, yep. They must have had an issue with the distributor in the past, but oh my God, this thing's clean. Give me a second. Guys, this has to be the cleanest L6 I've ever seen. Like I'm seeing a little issue, like some cracking and wire issues here coming from the stator that could be spliced. He told me to put a new wire harness in this, so I know this all looks good. This gas line looks corroded. That one looks corroded. The gas lines to the carbs don't look bad. Let's see if we see any leaks. I actually don't see any leaks when the motor is up and down. He said it leaks when you do tilt it a little too much, but that's kind of normal because the float's opening. Oh my God, these things look brand new. Everything looks new. I should probably get a compression test on this, but let's try to fire up first. Look how clean that is. Oh my God. This thing's gonna run no problem, I have a feeling. All right, I am going to set the camera up. Let's try to fire her up. All right, here we go. First start. Dude, this runs so good. Is the RPM gauge working? Let's see. RPM gauge works. That's crazy. This thing is nice, man. Guys, this runs so good. Wow. I'm in like shock right now. Let me turn off the turn off the hose over here and then we'll start talking. So it took a little bit to fire up, but I probably just need to prime it. Probably had some old gas, or the gas had to get through the fuel pumps, but wow, it runs. This is probably the cleanest L6 I've ever seen. I don't know how I landed this boat for, I'll tell you guys the price. I got it for 1,300 bucks, 1,350 to be exact, with the trailer, title for both. Oh my God. I don't think it needs anything. I just got to take it out. I mean, the water pump looks like it's pumping great. The trim works fantastic. There's no leaks anywhere. The prop's in good shape. The spark plugs look brand new. None of them are cold. The cylinder is cool. It's cooling. Oh, this thing is so awesome. Everything about this boat is like my dream boat. The gauges work. The old owner had his wife put the snail on the steering wheel. I love that little touch. It's so cool. It's not that nice out today, so I won't do this, but I have to take off this paint. So I'm gonna try to use some acetone or something. It looks like they might have cleared over it. I'm not sure. If it's really hard to get off, I'll just put some type of vinyl sticker over it. And then I'll put the new registration numbers for New Jersey here. So at least we'll have it covered. The carbs, I see a little drip. You see the little drip? See? It's got a little drip to it. So I can, if I really want to, I can go through the carbs. I prefer to not go through the carbs though, because these carbs are a pain in the ass to get to. I cannot believe the clear coat on this boat either. He also gave me this really cool sound setup. So he basically just has this. They made it custom for this, but it's a cover for the back here. You just screw it in. I guess there's a few screw holes here. And you wire that up straight to the battery, and these are two Bluetooth, so they're connected. So two Bluetooth speakers that you don't have to worry about an amp or anything, and they just run right to the battery. And there's a switch, homemade switch in the middle you can see there for the speakers. But one of the main reasons I got this boat so cheap is the floor. So the original glass underneath looks like it's mint, and it's super solid. So everything's good there. This floor, I think what they did is maybe someone restored this boat and put down this green floor and put down a new floor, because they just put this floor down plywood with carpet over it, and they probably did this at the same time, and then they put a little piece of plywood there to cover the rest of the floor. So what I have to do is pull the seats off, pull the whole assembly for the seats off, rip out this plywood, and put like marine grade plywood, because it looks like it's just regular ply. Put marine grade plywood down there, maybe glass it in. One more thing, one last thing. Underneath here, they must have rubbed, he probably grounded it somewhere, and then just resand it, make it look pretty, and call it a day, because that's just bare fiberglass. And this fiberglass hull is rock solid. Like these boats were made good. They're super light too. So yeah, I gotta just clean this up with some gel coat and call it a day. This friggin' boat, look at this trailer. Even the trailer is mint. I am so ecstatic that I even got this thing. I don't even know how I pulled this off. I don't know how I got this boat. I got lucky. The guy that sold it to me was such a nice guy too. Anthony, shout out to you if you do watch this. We'll get this out on the water, see how it is. And spoiler alert, maybe we'll drop the 135 on this boat. But seeing how clean this Merc is, I'm probably not gonna do that. Maybe just a bigger prop, because this prop on here is a 19 pitch prop, which it probably runs really good with. But to get more top speed, which this thing is probably a rocket out of the hole, you really need to do a 23 or higher pitch prop. So I'm gonna look for a prop that'll be a better suit for this boat, just to get a higher top speed. Other than that, we'll probably leave the stock setup, to be honest with you. Just leave this thing all original. And I'll just show you real quick here, but one of the main things about these Glastrons is the wood in the transom goes bad. So if you trim them up, you could trim them up and check the transom by pulling on it. This transom has 0 flex. Absolutely 0 flex. All right, so the last thing I'm doing today, and then I gotta button it up, is I just wanted to see if these speakers worked. So I just took some wire clips, I hooked it up right to the battery, and I turned the switch on. So there's a switch in the middle of this board, and then two PYLE speakers that are Bluetooth. They don't need a what's it called, a amp to use them. It's a built-in amp. So I just connected it to my phone. Let's see if they work. I heard it beep.
We got dust on our Bibles.
That is so cool.
Wonder why we feel this way.
Wow, that is so cool.
Hey, how you been? It's been a while since I've been checking in. 2017, and I just miss my.
They sound pretty good. They're not loud, but they sound good. So it'd be nice to have just speakers while you're hanging out, you know? I call this a wrap, a successful purchase here. I purchased it without knowing even if it ran. And would you look at that, it definitely runs. So, you know, I'm feeling pretty good about this. So there's the speaker setup, switch in the middle. Works pretty good. I can't believe I bought my dream boat. So cool. I can't even explain to you guys how happy I am. I definitely need to get a different cover. This came with the boat, it's fine. One other quick side note. So for the longest time, I had to go inside to go to the hose spout that was on that side of the garage. I will show you. The other day, I got sick of it. And I took the whole hose assembly off. I put a shark bite here and a shark bite spout here, and I bought a hose reel. So every time that I have to hook up a boat, I just use the hose reel. What up, fam? I just wanted to stop this video real quick and give a quick update as I'm watching my daughter. We're hanging out here. I actually forgot to add this part of the video, but you may notice that the other Glastron is actually gone. So I ended up pulling the motor off of that boat, the Mariner. Alright, got her all unattached. Got all the controls, the wiring, everything up here. Just have to unmount the controls itself from the side. And then we're done. Alright, homie, you're gonna help me just take these bolts out, okay? You're just gonna use the impact and just zip this nut off and the other nut off, and then we're good, okay? I'm gonna hold it with the open end inside. I'll tell you when.
I'm scared.
No, you're not scared.
It smells bad.
Yeah, just hold it down.
I can't.
Come on.
I can't do it. Okay. Keep going? Good?
Now the other side.
Oh my god.
Done. We're done. Well, I thank you very much.
What the hell?
Thank you very much, Miss Lady. Appreciate the help. You can put your weapon down.
I'll send you my bill.
That's it. Oh boy. Shit. She's off. Whew. My God. All right, note to self. Anyone else trying to do this by yourself, if you're putting a motor from a boat onto a stand, I have a metal welded up stand that I got created. Oh, that was not easy, but what I did is I raised it up really high and I held up the stand to the motor. Much easier than trying to align the motor, especially when the trim is out a little bit like this is. And I tightened the bolts while it was I was holding it up. So I didn't get the rest of that on video, but my wife helped me. I just took off the motor from this boat. The Glastron is, I think, selling today. Someone's coming to check it out. They have their own motor they want to put on it, so this is probably going. I'm selling a wheel horse mower, another lawn mower as well. So I got a few things going on today. Should be a good turnout. I hope this guy likes this thing. He wants to put a smaller motor on it just to get around the lake. I think it'd be perfect for that. The reason why I am removing this is because I am going to use this for something else. This motor runs so good. I think it's being limited of its abilities, so I'm going to put this on something else. Not sure exactly what yet, but I definitely want to put this on another unit, another boat, maybe like a hydro stream or something to that nature. I'm looking at taking some projects, maybe like a project hydro stream. I think a hydro stream would be a really cool addition to this motor, at least. So I'm gonna put this inside. It's kind of sad though. I put this on just for one ride. I put a 23 pitch prop on it that I got on Facebook Marketplace, brand new. So I never really got a chance to test that out. It only got up to 43 to 45 miles an hour on this boat. I think the setup was wrong. It really needs a jack plate. Really needs to be set up the correct way for this to get its full potential. I found a different boat that I liked. It's gonna sound crazy, and I know a lot of you probably have an attachment to that video now, or that boat now, but I made the decision to pull it off because someone that I know reached out to me. They wanted the boat with just the boat and the trailer. It worked out great. I sold it for $500, so pretty much got my money back for the cover. I ended up selling that Johnson for I think 900 bucks. So I got all my money back for that boat, which was perfect. And I got to keep the Mariner. So I have the Mariner in the garage, and it went to a good owner. One pretty cool update about it is that the new owner stripped the boat of all of that paint that I wanted to get rid of. So they're actually doing everything that I wanted to do to that boat. So it's really cool to see. I just wanted to pause this video here and mention that I'm currently editing it while I'm hanging out with Grace. So I just wanted to call that out, that you know, we sold that old Glastron, gave it to someone else that's gonna have fun with it, take the time that they need to restore that boat, and we picked up this other boat. So my efforts are gonna be in this boat now. I really love this thing, and I'm excited that it went to a good home. So enjoy the rest of this video. We're on the way to go get this. Let's go get it registered. Luckily the DMV by my house is actually pretty good. They do appointments, so I'll probably be in and out, and hopefully they just let me re-register it in my name. I have the title, I have it signed. I didn't fill out any of my sections yet. I'm gonna have them tell me what to do. And that's it. So hopefully everything goes smooth, and this doesn't ruin my day, because we're gonna be going out into the lake, testing the boat out, make sure it runs good on the lake. And I bought on Facebook Marketplace a 21 pitch prop. So it has a 19 pitch on it right now, which the seller told me it goes about 45 miles an hour. So with the 21 pitch, I'm hoping it breaks into the 50s. And that's literally the speed that I want to go. So we'll be back. I'll keep you informed on what happens today. Peace. All right, so next thing we're doing is we're gonna wire this up and we're gonna change the battery out. I gotta put the registration inside the boat, so we can do that now. I have a full list of things I want to get done. So let's start with this one. Let's get in here. Look how cool this is. This is really cool. This is such a cool feature. This is one of the big things that I really like about this boat. Yeah, so, well, cool feature of the boat, but honestly, it does nothing. That's kind of funny. What do we got in here anyway? We got a bunch of random stuff. It does not lock. That's for sure. Let's pretend, but that's pretty cool. We got a USB port over here. On, off. Look at that. It says we have less than 12.2 volts. That explains why the battery, that's pretty cool. We got a bilge pump, but I don't think that button works. So, and then we got our horn, doesn't work. Nav lights. Fuel gauge, I think that's the fuel gauge. Accessory fuel gauge. This is a cool boat. All right, let's start doing the battery. I'm wasting time over here. I'm gonna start changing this battery out and rewiring this. Okay. Let's take these two nuts off. All right, let's let that dry for a second, get hard. And I think this part of the job is done. Yep, I see it lit up. Let's just test it out one more time. Nice. Okay. Okay, I see. Done. So let's put this battery back here. Probably to get this acetone and rub this off the paint. So, like I said, I don't really have that much time today to work that out. So we're just gonna do it like this for now. Little vinyl technique. like I said, I got to do that the right way. I got to spend a few hours and just use acetone, get everything off, and do it the right way. I'm gonna redo some of the gel coat on it and really polish this thing up towards the end of the season. Or even this coming week, next week. I think I'll spend a few hours out here and just buff it all out, see if I could wet sand some spots and fix some of the gel coat underneath. And we'll be in pretty good shape with that. But like I said, I'm just trying to get out there tomorrow. So that's why I'm kind of doing a quick vinyl wrap. I mean, it actually doesn't look bad. It doesn't match the actual gel coat, but no one's gonna question that. It'll look good. Boat numbers. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I had a trailer light kit. So what I'm gonna do is just splice the end of this just for the plug. I'm gonna get rid of all this doohickey that they have. I'm gonna back my truck up to this and we'll see if this works. If this works, I'll be happy. I'll be very happy. Don't you love boats? I was just looking back here because I was curious like how he redid the floors, and then I pulled this up. Oh, there's the original floor. So I have some bad news. The old wood completely rotted out. The stringer underneath doesn't feel terrible. But yeah, this boat needs a full restoration. I'm assuming the transom isn't that bad because I don't see any cracks or anything, so we can get by with the fix that this guy did here. Just putting wood, distributing the weight back here, so it's fine. But yeah, this definitely needs some help. So we're gonna leave it as is. We're gonna use it for this season, but just by looking at this, I'm definitely not throwing a 135 on the back of this, because when a floor looks like this, and the stringers are really solid, so I'm not really worried about that. And then back here, I checked the transom the most when I was back there. Looks like there's some weak spots that I missed because it was covered up. Yeah, we got some moisture in the transom for sure. So no 135s going in this. Yeah, okay. Okay, we got some delamination happening in there, fiberglass and wood. So yeah, we got some work to do this summer, or this winter. I'm gonna have to tear the seats out, tear it all apart, and everything's got to get restored. Well, so that answered my question about putting a bigger motor on this thing. Not gonna happen, but it's okay. My buddy that's coming out with me on the lake tomorrow, he knew I wanted to get a kind of like a project. This boat is a great platform for a project. I was really hoping that the floor and the transom was in good shape when I checked it out. I didn't do a thorough check on it. I just checked like the basic stuff. Big telltale too is like if you look at these clamps, you can see that they're not really dug in. So most of the transom is probably still really solid, but you can also tell, see these bolts? These are secondary bolts that they put through for the mounting bracket. Those both came loose. So what that tells me is that some of the wood got compressed. So yeah, this thing needs a transom. This thing needs a full restoration, probably cap off restoration. Not anytime soon though. Like, you know, everything still feels kind of solid, so I'm not too worried about it yet, at least. But the condition of everything else on this boat makes me not really mad about it, I guess. You know, I kind of knew this thing being all original, it was gonna need a lot of work. Like I keep saying this, but I was just hoping that it wouldn't be an immediate fix. I was hoping maybe get a few seasons out of it, but just based on what I see right now, I am going to have to do something about this sooner than I just pulled the 19 pitch prop off. You put the hub in, then you put the splines in, and then you put this little locking mechanism in there. And then I'm going to crank it down with this gun. Realistically, what you should do is, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take a torque wrench and we're going to crank this down to 50 foot-pounds. Let's go get a block of wood. Okay. 50 foot-pounds. And then you want to lock these tabs out. Let me get a flathead. After you torque it, you just want to take a flathead and bend these tabs up. Like just like that. Yep, that's it. That'll just hold this nut from backing off, God forbid. All right, so we made a very, very unfortunate discovery yesterday with this thing. The floors are completely rotted through, and the old owner put this piece of plywood down underneath the seats. They actually made it look really factory and good. I was a little naive. I didn't think to like really check underneath this floor to see what it looked like, because I thought this boat was restored. Sometimes you gotta really do double checks and make sure. But yeah, so the floors are pretty much shot. I checked underneath the wood board in the back over here by the transom. I think I got it on video yesterday, so I'll put it in there. So that's gone. The stringers are still good. It felt like they were still solid. So that's good also. And I noticed there's some delamination on the transom itself. I didn't notice any really weak spots except for that delamination. Like, you can actually poke the fiberglass in. I'm not sure if it's just really, really soft wood in there or what the deal is, but when I did a transom check on this when I bought it, it was really solid. So I don't know if we're gonna have an issue with the transom or what the deal is. Maybe I can get away with just doing a floor and doing some knees to the transom. But if I do restore this, I'm going to do the whole boat. You can also tell that the transom is a little soft because over time, if bolts start coming loose like that, that means that this little screw here, I don't know if you can see it, these things have these two screws here. When those tighten up and bolts start coming loose, that means that the transom's getting soft because the wood is compressing and it's moving the way the motor mounts on the transom. But yeah, I got life jackets. My dad texted me this morning. He goes, "Hey, you got life jackets with you?" I said, "Yeah, I do." I think yesterday I saw life jackets in the sides. Let's see. Yeah, we got life preservers. I might bring an extra life jacket because it's probably gonna be some straps. Fire extinguisher, good to know. Let's check what's on the other side. And a bird took a nice poop, huh? Just must have been fresh. Yeah, we got more life jackets. Okay. We're gonna test out the Glastron, the CV16 1974 Glastron. It's got a 115 Merc on the back. We're gonna go take this out to the lake. We're gonna do some aerial shots. We'll test out the drone. We'll do some cool things. Top speed run. I got a 21 pitch prop on there. I am meeting my buddy Nick out there. He's gonna come out with me on the boat, and then my dad and my cousin Roy, they're gonna come out too. They're gonna take out our family boat. We're gonna get some shots together going down the lake. It should be a pretty fun time. So I'm gonna go fill up real quick. I gotta put, I don't know, I'm gonna put like 5 to 8 gallons in this, and that's it. What's up, fam? Gonna end this video here. We're planning to take the boat out in the next day or two. We're gonna go see how it does on the lake. We know that it has transom and floor issues, unfortunately. So that boat's gonna need a full restoration. And you know, we're gonna plan it out accordingly, but we're gonna try to prioritize this boat over the summer to see if we can get the transom and the floors finished before summer ends. That's the goal right now. And you know, the jet skis are going to be put on the back burner a little bit. We still have Tristan working on his, and I'm going to pull the carbs off of mine, and we're going to get to it. But for right now, we're going to be prioritizing this Glastron and trying to take it out for a first rip, and then we'll start the teardown and the process of rebuilding the whole thing. So, you know, we'll have a series on that, video of us doing the demo work, video of us taking the floor out, the transom out, and then remounting new marine ply or Kusa with resin and fiberglass 1708 and chop strand. I've done projects like this in the past, just nothing to this extent. So should be a pretty good experience, should be fun. I'll put all the measurements and we'll show you the whole process front to end of what materials I'm using and how to go about doing this if you're running into a same issue. So stay tuned, have fun watching us take this boat out, and I'll see you next video. Thanks, peace.